Leo, I popped in to see what's good with you, Leo, to do your what's really going on with you reading. Okay? Let's just pray. Holy Spirit, ancestors, guardian angels, spirit guides, spirit animals, source, sky, universe, please allow me to tap in with my Leos. Wherever they have Leo on their chart, this reading is for them. May it find them, spirit. Please protect this space from any negative energies and only allow energies of love and light to enter. I say thank you, Spirit. Leo, as you come in, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new here. Share this video with someone that you love. Okay, let's get right into it. I have pulled a card for your lower self, your higher self, your inner child, your inner divine masculine, your inner divine feminine, and what's at the bottom of the deck is the overall message that your soul wants you to know. Okay, and you're the first one who I pulled a clarifier card for with the tarot beforehand. Everyone else, I went through each card for each of them, and then I went back around for a second round, and pulled a clarifying card. But I did this for you ahead of time, and it really is just telling me how you are a lot more elevated than everyone, how you're getting things much quicker than them, how you're processing things a lot quicker than everybody, like in real time. For everyone else, it's after the fact. And it could be a lot of frustration with the delays that you have to deal with other people, okay? The delays in comprehension, the delays in fucking, understanding, accountability, the delays in empathy and compassion because they just don't get it until afterwards, which means it's always accompanied by a damn apology of some sort, okay? For some of you, this is you, but, okay? For those of you who have heavy water placements, okay, or those of you who are more Leo moon, Leo rising, this could be some of you. But for a lot of my Leo sons, nah, you know, I said what I said, okay? Um, For your lower self out here, you've pulled the Emperor. I'm using the Twin Tarot, so there's two of every card, in this deck. And how I read it is its higher self, lower self. The one with the white at the bottom is its higher self. The one with the purple at the bottom is its lower self. Okay, or inverted energy. This is your shadow energy, your lower self energy popping out as the Emperor. And I really just feel like being in a situation where you have to assert yourself, where you have to be extremely abrasive, aggressive even. This doesn't necessarily mean violent, Leo. And there could be times where you kind of cross the line, or the lines get fucking crossed, lines get blurred, when things get really intense, especially with some of the transits that's going on right now. I said what I said, but I feel like there's something about having to assert yourself, feeling like, for a lot of you, having done a lot of inner work, and the only time your shadow is really called to action is when you genuinely need protecting in some way, okay? For some of you, this is what you're telling yourself, but also it's giving me being in fight or flight mode, and heavy on the being in fight mode, 333 on the clock. But it's also giving me that it's justified. Your anger is justified, the extremes that you kind of going to. But I just feel like your shadow wanting to control everything or everyone, or needing control, needing to relinquish control in some way, or stop trying to get a hold of it. You're having a tough time of frustrating yourself because you can't get others to do what you want them to do. But also, the shadow does not like men, does not like the masculine, does not feel protected by the masculine. Okay, there's even something about toxic masculinity, okay, or wounded masculine energy coming through. The feminine being really over the masculine's energy and how he's showing up. Really a lot of aggression, low-key hate for men, even distrust, while ultimately being attracted to them sexually. Also, this could be because of continuing to attract men who don't really like women, are sexually attracted to women, but don't really like women, have such deep mommy wounds that they don't really like women, or don't really like you, hanging out with you, wanting to do all the little things that you want to do. Okay, if you could fucking live in his skin, you would. 444 on the clock. And I'm not saying that that's the healthiest thing, absolutely not. But you like him this way, and finding that he don't like you that way. Okay, realizing a lot of y'all really are just with people who don't really like you. Okay, this is why the masculine is so mean, or this is why the masculine is so indifferent, or this is why the masculine doesn't keep his word, why he easily dismisses you in some way or continues to do the same thing to you. Okay, and then this being in reverse, to clarify it, is an extra card in this Modern Witch Tarot, and it says, you are a badass being full of life, love, and possibilities. Through this deck, may you find a path to your best self. And it's in reverse, so the shadow being very angry and aggressive towards masculine energy in some way, because that was the first, that is where the first insecurity started. This could be being, again, back to a father wound for some of you. Okay, feeling really insecure with masculine energy, needing outside validation from masculine energy, and we're not getting it. Okay, this could also be the shadow being resistant to someone trying to lead you, give you some sort of authority, tell you what to do. 555 on the clock, heavy on the, I'm hearing there's a new sheriff in town. Some of you are like, what? Get the fuck out of here. And I hear Aries coming through, I hear Aquarius coming through, and I just feel like not wanting to be bothered with it. Okay, nah, I'm not receiving that. Okay, again, a lot of fatherless ass behavior, just period. It's funny, I feel like I just heard that not too long ago, but I heard it just now clear as day. Fatherless behavior, okay? Or someone has not been asserting themselves as a dominant masculine up until now, and so has to really tread lightly, okay? You know, ease their way into that role, into that position, and also getting others comfortable with recognizing you in a more assertive position or dominant position, or this is the masculine that you're dealing with. Okay, but don't let me watch you in real time, sir, not be able to assert yourself over here with other men and then think you're gonna come talk over me. That's the energy. I'm gonna treat you like a bitch. That's the energy that y'all shadows are giving. Okay, just period. Just period. Some of you, from my divine masculines, your shadow does not like divine feminine because she's in her masculine energy. But she's in her masculine energy because she don't feel safe to be in her feminine with you. Just period. She don't trust you, don't feel safe with you, whatever it is. And the more that she's in this masculine energy, the more that she asserts herself or is more aggressive in some way, the more you're turned off by her, dislike her, want to get aggressive with her, see her as a man, respond harshly to her in some way. Anyway, the higher self out here, with the hanged one out here in its higher self, ultimately smiling, because I just feel like your higher self knows exactly what you're doing and why you're doing it. Can't be upset with you. Okay, 9 of Swords out here in reverse. I feel like no worry, no stress, no guilt tripping yourself, no anxiety about certain decisions that you've been making, no apologies. This had to happen. Okay, being very enlightened, that even though things are ugly, or I just feel like, everyone can't go, knowing this, knowing that certain people are angry with you for changing in some way, needing to be unapologetic about it, choosing to be unapologetic about it, choosing to be vocal, and sitting back and let people deal with it and process it however they need to. But I'm refusing to lose any sleep. I'm refusing to be anxious over this. I'm blocking all fucking psychic attacks sent my way. I'm acting like I don't see nothing, like I don't hear nothing. I don't care. I don't care if you don't like me. I don't care if you don't approve. This is what's best for me. This is genuinely authentic to what I need. I need to rest. I'm going to slow down. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop putting so much effort into everything else or caring about everything else and put more emphasis on me. I'm going to stop overworking myself to please you or to fix something, okay, or to be loved by you. And I'm going to give it a fucking rest. Your higher self's like, I'm ready to give it a fucking rest and get comfortable being alone with me in a way that I've never been comfortable being alone with me, because this is too much. Whatever this is, whatever fucking power struggle your lower self has been in, again, with that Emperor energy. Okay? As you come in, please hit the like button. Okay? Share this video with someone that you love, someone who needs it. The inner child out here with the Justice card in its lower self, and it came out inverted, just really confirming that inverted energy for me with the 2 of Wands in reverse. And it's so crazy, because it's anytime I see the inner child, it's also the download for you if you have children, any children that are around you. So I feel like the inner child really being confused okay, confused by what's going on, doesn't know whether or not the higher self or the lower self is right, or doesn't know whether or not the masculine or the feminine is right, or doesn't know whether the internal, the mother in you or the father in you is right, or the mother and the father in the situation in the family is right. The child is really fucking confused. I don't know whose side to take. I love you both. I don't want to be in the middle. um at this point, there's so much chaos. I've seen you do so much wrong. I've seen you do so much wrong. I've seen too much that I don't know who's right, wrong, or right anymore. I don't know what's right, wrong, or right anymore. And so there's also this, but you know, having this need for justice that isn't being met, and so the child cannot help but to speak out against what they perceive to be injustices. Okay, if this is your child, this is how you fucking raise them. Okay, and it's so easy to be proud of them when it's not you on the receiving end of their questioning or their activism. Okay, you know, it's not when it's not you that they feel like they have to stand up against, take a stance against. But this is also the inner child, I feel, being very upset, angry with you. I feel like there's been a lot of work you've been 11:11 on the clock. A lot of work you've been doing with your inner child, and saying, yo, this isn't true to who I am or to who we are, to how we feel, or to what this isn't giving us what we need. This is what we used to do. We don't do this anymore. I feel the child trying to reason with the adult, the child being more reasonable or more mature than the adult. This could be, you know, having to be an adult since being very young. But in Aries, I kind of felt had this energy too, and I'm pulling it to a Wands for you in reverse, more Aries energy, and then Libra and Aries are real loud with the inner child. Do with that what you will, but I just feel like you don't know what's right or wrong, so sit this one out. Stay in a child's place. I understand that you've had to, you know, really allowing the inner child to show up to very adult situations and make decisions that they were never supposed to make in the first place. Granted, you may have been forced to make certain situations when you were younger prematurely, but now this is 12:12 on the clock. New timeline. You know, knowing better and healing, growing and learning. You know that you need the adults to make adult decisions. Okay, you know that the children shouldn't be present when the adults are going through really adult situations and need to make adult decisions. There's something about this great confusion with the children out here. Okay, and I feel like only realizing after the fact, once they feel, you know, one child just making a poor decision, not knowing the truth, being manipulated even by an adult, and making the wrong choice, or making taking a very solid stance, you know, against you know, the masculine or the feminine, the mother, the father, okay, or you being at war very clearly, very plainly with yourself, you know, has puts a barrier between you and the inner child, the mother and the inner child. It really blocks the child from getting the nurturing and the love that they need. This could be you with your child or you with yourself. Okay, like go play, go have fun, go pour into yourself, go be creative. Your inner child needs to reconnect. Go journal, go talk to yourself. You know, being very cold and very closed off, but also not realizing that the child doesn't know any better, and having to forgive yourself and forgive the children. Do with that what you will. Okay, divine masculine being out here with the judgment card out here in reverse, and the ace of cups in reverse. So I feel divine masculine. I'm talking to all my masculines, but also for some of you getting so angry, taking such aggressive action, being so angry at the masculine even, that you make such a poor decision to withhold your love from people you're not supposed to withhold your love from. Okay, this could be the children, but also this is also the inner child within your partner, within the inner child within the masculine. The feminine is tired of mothering the inner child in the masculine because he never shows up as the fucking man in him. Oof. Okay, so divine masculine and constantly making poor decisions and not moving and thinking and acting from his heart space, really causing divine feminine to lose interest, lose trust, lose respect, lose love for him. Okay, or those that love you, you showing up this way, causing them to really lose interest and lose love, lose respect for you. Relationships are being lost. Love is being lost. Opportunities are being lost. Destinies are being changed by this divine masculine energy. Okay? And Divine Feminine is out here as the Magician out here in reverse with the World card. And so, and it being in its higher self for me, one of two things, right? Because the Magician in the reverse could be someone being very manipulative, right? But what is Magician energy? It is manipulating energy. What is a magician? You know, it's being able to manipulate energy. So either way, you're a manipulator, okay? But it being in its higher self is giving me the intention, the intent, being good, but someone has given up. Someone has stopped praying. Someone has stopped cleansing. Someone has stopped their rituals. Someone's like, I'm tired of being the spiritual warrior in here. Divine Feminine is given up with being the spiritual warrior in a certain space because it is frowned upon by the elders or by the youth or by everybody in the space, and not being consistent, but also needing to not be manipulative, not to use your energy or your magic, you know, your intention to manipulate anyone else into making a certain decision, allowing everyone free will. So Divine Feminine really taking a step back because realizing that she hasn't been in her feminine energy at all, actually. So this Magician card being in reverse is saying being inactive. Let me be inactive. Let me allow myself to restore myself again and be whole and allow fate to take course the way that it's naturally intended, even if I'm not okay with the outcome, even if it's not what I hoped for, not the desired outcome that I want, because ultimately with all the intuition I may have, you know, with all the foresight, with all of the signs from spirit that I'm in alignment, ultimately the divine knows, okay, the grand plan. And the divine knows when I'm off that plan, when I'm out of alignment. And I trust that. And I trust those messages. I trust that redirection a lot. And it's being really hard because of someone, you know, these are fixed placements. A lot of energy of you not wanting to be so fixed, you know. Be the one to fix everything. Divine Feminine doesn't want to be the one to fix everything anymore. You know, using that energy for herself. What does your soul want you to know? Tower card out here with the World card and the Moon card, and it really is just giving me hold on for dear life through tower moments. Hold on for dear life through a necessary transition. Okay, the foundation is cracked. It is unstable. Things as they have been, life as it has been up until now has to shift, has to change. Okay, like receive this divine offering, this divine gift for you to be able to release burdens that are not yours, to walk away from situations that are emotionally taxing, that is not yours. Okay, to stop breaking your fucking heart over people and situations that wouldn't do the same for you and aren't deserving of the type of love you're giving. And here we are again with the Hanged One, because your higher self, being in tune, knows that as ugly or as hard or as much discipline is necessary for whatever changes that you're going through, it is right on time. It's exactly what you're supposed to be doing. And so stay the course. I'm really proud of you. Love you. If you want to come book a personal reading with me, everything you need to know about me is in the description box below. Actually, it's not. I'm about to end this and put the information down there. If you want to send me a love donation or shop my sacred store, okay, appreciate that as well. I love you. Take care.